The speed he's got, and boy, he just turns it in and walks it in the end zone. Good looking running back.
Good. It's halftime out here. Jones in the cable game with the wings. John Martin. Good evening. Welcome to Jeffco Stadium for first-round playoff action. Tonight, the undefeated #1 ranked Jefferson County seed Wheat Ridge Farmers entertain the upset-minded Bulldogs of Brighton. I'm Don Martin along with my partner, the Wizard of Fairview, Sam Pagano, and we have an interesting matchup, to say the least, in store for you tonight. Out here at Jeffco Stadium, beautiful grounds to work on, and these Bulldogs are used to playing on this kind of turf. They're going to come in here, they're upset-minded, and the reason I say that, they just knocked off Broomfield to get in the playoffs for the first time in a long time. Wheat Ridge undefeated. Kind of set this one up for us.
Well, I think Wheat Ridge loves to run the football. Eddie Stevens does a great job with his robust offense. They're on a 16-game winning streak, and I'll tell you what, tonight they'll rush the ball and they'll do a little play action. Brighton's come off a great year. Last year they were 2-7. Tom Ritter's the coach of the year in 4A. He's done a great job, but he's got a big job ahead of him. Offensively, Teeter and Hessler do a nice job moving the football. They're going to have to bring 8, 9, 10 guys to stop the robust offense of the Farmers. So they got a big test defensively tonight.
Let's start out with the Farmers first of all. You already brought up the fact they're undefeated and they're a good-looking ball club all the way around, offensively and defensively. Let's talk for a moment about this team, though. They're at home. Do they look past a team like this? It's for playoffs. I don't think you can.
You can't look past anyone. He waited it. He's the #1 seed. He has Brighton right here. He'll do a good job with his offense. They're at home. You don't look past anybody. If they do win it, though, they got a big one next week.
Sam Pagano, the coach up in the booth. Now it's time to talk to these coaches down here on the field. We'll start out, first of all, with the undefeated #1 seed Wheat Ridge Farmers. Here's Eddie Stevens. All right, Ed, first things first, undefeated team, great season, congratulations on that, but now it's postseason, first game in the playoffs, you're the #1 seed, you get to bring these guys from Brighton all the way out here and play on this beautiful field in Jefferson County. What do you need to do to win the game?
Well, offensively, just like usual, we need to control the line of scrimmage and take care of the ball. We like to run the ball, and we also need to do some play action and improve on that. Defensively, they run a lot of option and trap game from their eye, and so we're going to have to make sure we get on that quarterback a little bit.
Let's talk real quick about your team. 10-0, undefeated season. How good is this team? I mean, is this a team that can go all the way?
This team's been focused all year, and each game is important. When we lost to Golden last year, we made up our mind not to look past anybody, because that's what we did against Golden, and now we've won 16 straight games, so hopefully we can make it 17 tonight.
Coach, thank you very much. Good luck tonight.
Thanks, Don.
And joining us from Brighton High School, what a magnificent job. Tom Ritter, head coach. We had a couple of the games last year, and this team has really, really turned things around. You have to be pleased with the way these guys are playing.
Yeah, I really am. We have a group of seniors that we're really tired of losing. They have, they were grade school last time there was a winning season, and last time Brighton went to state. And in the off season, they dedicated themselves in the fall, throughout the winter, the spring, and the summertime. And it was the kids that did it. You just kind of had to show them the direction, and they've done it themselves.
We know you don't have to pump them up. I mean, you're in the playoffs for the first time in a long time. You beat a Broomfield team, and everything going in the right direction there. But you're playing an undefeated ball club tonight on their home turf. What do you need to do to win the game?
We got to control the ball. When we've had problems this year, we've given up the ball. When some big plays, our special teams have hurt us at times. We just got to maintain the ball and not give up any gifts.
Coach, thank you very much. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
And prior to talking to both of those coaches, had an opportunity just a moment ago to talk about the Wheat Ridge team. Let's talk about Brighton for a moment. A team that just knocks off a Broomfield team at home by 1 point, 29-28. They're pumped up. They've been here for 3 hours prior to this contest. Can you be over-pumped for a game?
Well, you can. This is their first time in the playoffs, I believe, since 1987. He's got a good team. Like I say, he's got the two good offensive players that do a great job, but he's got to stop the rush. That's the biggest thing. I don't care what time you get here or if you've been here all night. You have to stop Wheat Ridge rush, and they got a big job ahead of them.
They definitely do, and so do we. Coming up next, the starting lineup, and yes, the kick right here. JTV Channel 3, your high school football source.
Remember the good old days when gas stations were service stations? Foley's Amoco does, assuring you old-fashioned service with state-of-the-art technology. Foley's Amoco offers full and self-serve gasoline, computer diagnostic equipment, snack shop, and ultimate car wash. Come to Foley's for oil changes, tune-ups, tires, shocks, brakes, and alignments. Foley's Amoco has been a part of the community for 20 years. They're committed to high-quality, old-fashioned service. Winter is right around the corner, so mention this ad and receive $10 off a cooling system flush and fill at Foley's Amoco.
You drive, you get hit. Dent, stings, fender bender, rear end, or whatever. Car accidents, even a little hit's a big deal. But at Mako, a big deal means a great deal for you. It's the way we work, with you or your insurance company. Only repairs fast. Drive in on a Monday, we'll get you rolling again by Friday, maybe sooner. Remember, painting beautiful cars is what we do. So for the normal repair bill, you might even be able to repaint your whole car. Looking good, bumper to bumper, no extra charge. Little hit, no big deal, just a great deal, but only at Mako.
Thanks for calling Blackjack Pizza. We're on our way. When you want a pizza delivered, you've got plenty of choices. So why choose Blackjack Pizza? It's simple. We have the best pizza at the best prices around. You make the call. Blackjack Pizza. No gimmicks, just great pizza. Blackjack Pizza, can I take your order, please?
Call the Blackjack Pizza location nearest you, and we'll deliver a large one-topping pizza piping hot to your door for only $5.99. Call Blackjack now.
It takes desire and determination to break out of the mold of an average body. Just ask Joe Piscopo.
You know, to break out of the mold, I go to General Nutrition Centers for Cybergenics Phase 1 bodybuilding kit. You get a 56-page training manual and kit, plus 5 state-of-the-art supplements. Hey, it can work for you. Get Phase 1 at GNC and get this t-shirt free. Yeah, I'll give you the shirt off my back. GNC, the authority in sports nutrition products.
And good evening. Welcome to Jeffco Stadium. A beautiful night for some football. Don Martin, Sam Pagano with you. JTV Channel 3. 12 minutes up on the clock. The Brighton Bulldogs won the toss. They deferred. They will kick off and receive in the second half, and you didn't like that.
Well, I tell you what, coaches make a lot of decisions during a game, but this first one to defer and give the ball to Regis, I think could be a big mistake, because this is what they do well, is run the football and to give them and let them control the football.
You have the Gallimore brothers back deep to receive this kick for the Farmers. The 8th-ranked defense in the state, 31 points, or offense, I should say, 31 points a game. Gallimore comes away with it, picks it up, crosses the 20, takes it down around the 25, still on his feet, breaks it to the outside. If he turns the corner, the only one that can get him is the kicker. He's hitting him. Boy, is this young man aggressive. Pushes it out to the 47-yard line.
Jason Gallimore, he's physical and did a nice job of giving him great field position.
It's going to be a 1st and 10. Let's set the offense for you for the Farmers from Wheat Ridge. Magalai, Gallimore, Dixon, Wolf, Lombardi, and Johnson make up your skill people on the offensive line. Wade, Stevens, Mullen, Stevens, and Bacher make up the offensive line. Big horses out front. They will run a robust, double-tight, full-house offense, and here you go. You'll see a couple Gallimores in there. We're going to have to give you first names when we can. Wolf takes it straight off left tackle. Picks up maybe 3 or 4 yards. That's where they're going to mark it. And before Sam talks about that play, let's set the defense for you for the Brighton Bulldogs. Chambers, Truitt, McLean make up the front line. In the linebacking core, we have Thompson, Griman, Nudd, and Williams. The defensive backs, Medina, Swan, Montoya, and Teeter. And what did you see just then?
What did I see? They just ran Wolf off tackle. That's their basic play. They're going to run it a lot. But what Brighton's got to do is roll their corners up and play the run.
10th-ranked rusher in the state gets the ball again. Wolf just puts his head down, just hammers. He crosses down. Then we have a late hit. It looks like maybe out of bounds. Flags flying in everywhere. These guys are pumped on the Wheat Ridge side of the field. Let's watch this one again. They did call a foul against the Bulldogs
right here with Wolf off tackle. That's their good power play. And watch the job Wolf does. He puts his head down, takes him on there, takes another one on, and then there is a late hit and hits him out of bounds. And they got the 15 right there. And I'll tell you what, their hands are full trying to stop this rush game that the Farmers do an excellent job of rushing the football.
Eddie Stevens never really did run anything fancy. I mean, he's just going to try to come straight at you and put the helmet on yours and beat you physically.
Well, when he first started, he didn't start with the robust. He just did this 5-6 years ago, and he just felt the type the kids that he had, that he would go to this because he was a throwing and he used to line up and spread them out before.
Well, this is Jeffco football. I mean, Jeffco always has the stud running backs. And this is one of them. He doesn't go anywhere on this possession, however, taken down by McLean.
He said he wanted to go the robust. When we did it in 1987, we went to the robust, and it's because we didn't have a quarterback. We didn't throw the ball well, and we did this. And Eddie said, in talking to him, he felt that this was a thing that he could do, and sometimes it develops toughness, and you instill some pride and stuff in your program.
Well, he's going to run the ball 95% of the time. His quarterback has thrown the ball 26 times the entire season. Bring it to the outside. Carrying the football is Dixon. He's off to the races. Touchdown. 24 yards from pay dirt. And you can give it to Chad Dixon.
They don't hesitate. They do a nice job of running the football. He just broke it to the outside. That's why I really questioned to defer and to go on to defense right away.
First time this young man has touched the ball, and he breaks it off tackle, makes that touchdown. Dixon, sophomore, 5'10", 175 pounds. 197 yards coming into the game, and boom, he's on the scoreboard already. See what the extra point looks like. Coming in is Brome to kick the ball. Going to set it down will be Chris Lucas. Lucas takes the snap, plants it on the ground, up, and it looks good. 7-0, 10:23 left in the first quarter. Opening drive goes all the way down the field, helped out by a 15-yard late hit. And this is a very strong football team.
Well, they set the tempo right there with the type of rushing offense that they're going to have. And they run Wolf, and there goes Dixon going into the end zone right there. And they've set the tempo. Now Brighton knows what they're going to have to do defensively. But let's see if they could respond and come right back with Teeter and Hessler with their offense, throwing the ball, mixing it up in the I formation. And the thing about Brighton, they've lost their top rusher, Mora, who rushed for over 1,000 yards. But you got to give Brighton credit. 2-7 last year. Tom Ritter's done an excellent job, and to beat Broomfield, which I think was an outstanding team, to be second in the Skyline Conference. Hats off to Tom Ritter and the Bulldogs, and a great job to be in the playoffs.
Well, you talk about Nathan Mora. Young man is on. I was watching this one on television. He is out, had 1,101 yards, 7th in the state in rushing. Definitely a big ball. Ball's down on the ground. Has to pick it up. Still hasn't fall on it. You got to fall on the football. Who came away with it? You hear Eddie Stevens screaming, we got it, but no, you don't got it. It goes over to the offense. Let's set the offense for you for the Brighton Bulldogs. Coming in at quarterback will be Jason Hessler, a junior, 6'1", 183 pounds. Behind him, Teeter, Chambers, Torr, Reed, and Strickletts. And then we go to the linemen. Summit, Argan Bright, Chavez, Nudd, and McLean. We'll set that defense for you here in a moment. I formation set. They're going to run a lot of the options, Sam. And this time they're coming out looking for the pass. Roll out to the right side. Finds his man. It is complete. Coming out of the backfield, it looks like Nathan Reed, the tight end, pulls that one down.
What they do, a little play action right there. Hessler just fakes it, gets a nice little roll, and throws the ball to Nathan Reed in the flat. It's well executed. Hessler is a good quarterback, good athletic ability. His older brother was an all-state quarterback who's now playing at the University of Colorado. I don't know where he is on the depth chart, maybe 3rd or 4th, but he's an outstanding quarterback.
Well, you have to be just to be going to a college like CU anyway. I formation set. Teeter and Chambers make up the I-back tandem. Straight, nothing fancy. Straight into the hole as Chambers picks up a couple of yards. Let's set that defense for you for the Wheat Ridge Farmers. Bacher, DiGiacomo, Bertignoli, and Stevens make up the front line. We have some great names here. Kress, Lombardi, Magalai, and Porter in the linebacking crew. And the defensive backs, Gallimore, Spinney, and Lucas. Second down and 5-yard gain on that first play. 9 minutes left in the quarter. 7-0 the score in favor of the Farmers from Wheat Ridge. Bring it to the inside and see what you can get out of it. Carrying the ball was Hessler. Was that a keeper all the way?
That was a counter tray play. They pulled the backside guard and tackle. Hessler stepped to the right, and then he ran the counter tray play. Great offensive play. And watch it right here. He'll step and fake. Here comes counter Trey. Here comes the guard and tackle. He fakes. Nice job. You see that? That's really doing something with your offense and letting your best ball carrier maybe carry the ball.
DiGiacomo flies in there and tackles him. You have all sorts of folks in blue jerseys up on that line. He's bringing everybody. Hand it off to the fullback. He pours out another 5 yards. That's Chambers running the football.
If they could do this, Don, if they could control the football and go touchdown for touchdown, because maybe Brighton has more ability to run and throw, where Wheat Ridge, they're just going to grind it out, control the football. But if they could respond and come back with a touchdown, they'll have us a good offensive game going.
Possession. You have to make sure that you can control the time on the clock, and right now, Wheat Ridge ran theirs quickly. The Bulldogs trying to do just that. Here we go, going with the option, cutting upfield. Great move by Hessler. Ball was down on the ground. One of his guys covers it up. I think he did himself. Bounces across the 45 down to the 44. That was a nice read by Hessler.
Wheat Ridge did not play assignment football. They went for the fake with Hessler. When you play option, we got a man down right there for Wheat Ridge. But when you play option football, someone had to take the quarterback there. He gave him a little fake, and then they wanted to go to the running back, but then Hessler kept and did a nice job.
That is Joe Bertignoli down on the ground, the nose guard. And they have him laying flat on his back as they check him out. It's going to be a 1st down and 10 for the Bulldogs. The Dogs look good on this opening drive. Wheat Ridge looked very good on theirs, and now these offenses seem to be going tick for tat.
Well, when you're an underdog and you go 2-7, and Tom Ritter is just still some pride, and they're going to play. You get in the playoffs, you get a chance. You're going to shine, and you're going to do the best you can.
Well, just the emotion level on the team alone, these guys were pumped up starting out. I mean, they were screaming and hitting pads. Bertignoli, that right ankle is definitely hurt. We'll find out if he comes back in at all. Definitely do not like seeing that. Undefeated, the Wheat Ridge Farmers at 10-0. The Brighton Bulldogs 7-3. This is a 4A playoff game. Skyline against Jeffco. High formation sets. Give it back. Come back the other way with Teeter. Teeter has some speed. Turns that corner, still on his feet. 9-yard pickup. Nice power running by Teeter.
Good offensive play. The offensive line does a great job. When you could score points and you could move the ball like they did against Broomfield in that last ball game to score 29. Here comes the counter play right there. The guard and tackle. Watch Teeter. We saw him last year a lot. Good little athlete. Gets up in there. Moves his feet. Nice little straight arm. And the Bulldogs are moving the football, Don.
Outstanding offense. 2nd down and 1. And there you go. Move it 5 yards. Defense jumped offside. This Bulldog team is surprising me. It's the first opportunity we've had an opportunity to see him this year. First time anyway. We saw him quite a few times last year, and this year was good.
They did. They battled, and they did a good job last year, and they were in a lot of ball games.
All right, you got it. And here we go. 2nd down. No, it's going to be a 1st down. They're going to move the sticks. Ball all the way down to the 31-yard line. Formation set. Teeter and Chambers, the I-back tandem. Quarterback is Jason Hessler, doing a great job right now. And look at the size of the hole he drove through. Damon Chambers, the fullback. 8th in scoring in the state, and he just pulled off another 9 yards, maybe even 10.
Going into this game, Don, I thought with Hessler we'd see more passing because I remember when they threw last year. And this is surprising. Watch right here. Watch Damon Chambers just off the triple option. Nice read for when he gives him the football. They're physical. They're good up front. You know, maybe that's why they'd want to defer the toss and get the ball to their offense.
He just ran right over Jason Gallimore. They give it right back to him. Chambers right in the middle. Picks up enough for the 1st down, it appears. Ball's going to be marked down at the 20. 1st down and 10. This Bulldog team looks good. They're doing this against the 3rd-ranked defense in the state. 11 points per game is what they give up. The Farmers and the Bulldogs look good.
Tom Ritter knew. That's why he deferred that toss, Don. I know I can move the ball offensive. Let's see if we can stop him defensively. So that's what he maybe wanted to do to see that right out. He was an excellent quarterback at Hinckley High School when I was coaching at Fairview, and he went to Fort Morgan, and this is his first head job at
and he has to be Coach of the Year in 4A.
You bet.
And Nate Howard has to be Coach of the Year in 5A. Look at this. Option pass. And it's there. Does he catch it? No. The ball hit right off of the outstretched hands of Nathan Reed. It was tipped in the air. He still had an opportunity at the touchdown, but the ball hits the ground.
Watch this out. They're working the short side of the field. They don't have a lot of room, but I tell you, he's beat. He's behind him, and Teeter gets it off, gets crunched right there, but look, they almost get a tip and almost get a catch.
The ball is tipped up in the air by Lucas. Still almost gets it. Zach Magalai caused the pass to kind of be a lame duck because he was right in the face of Teeter. But nice little play. I mean, it looked good.
Well executed.
5.5 minutes left in this quarter. Here we go with the option. He's going to turn it up himself. Looks to flip it back, and he does. Not a nice play there. Nathan Reed jumps on it, but it was not a heads-up play by Hessler. He should have put it away.
He's got to keep his poise. He was getting hit and crunched, but he wanted to make that pitch. But when you run option, you live and die by it. And you got to give your quarterback the freedom. Watch Hessler right here. Let's see if he made the right decision. They didn't have him. That's a good move. They were hitting him. But when you run it, you let him do that. That's his job.
Well, yeah, but you better make sure that he pitches a nice pitch.
But you don't ever want to second guess as a coach with the replay and the stop and go. And we used to do that on Saturday or Monday. You let the kid make the decision.
Big 3rd down and 13. Hessler's going to have to pass. No, he fakes it. He's going to come with the option. Pitches it out. Ball down on the ground again. What are they calling? How can that be an incomplete pass? What is that official calling, Sam?
I don't know. I thought there was a penalty maybe before.
No, he was saying incomplete pass.
Well, maybe
that was an option pitch.
That was an option pitch. Unless it's forward. It was in front of him.
Well, we love these guys in striped shirts. We have nothing negative to say
But you
about
know when I said you give Hessler the ability to let him do it, Don, but now what he's doing, now he's getting real careless with the pitch.
Yes, he is. Because that defense is shooting across, and Stevens had a hold of his shirt as he was throwing the ball. Now we're going to try for a field goal. Coming in is Kirk Lambert. They're going to put this down at the 30-yard line. It's going to be a 45-yard attempt. Don Martin Sampagano out here, JTV Channel 3. What a leg! Up and good. Oh, he pushed it. It looked good for here, but he had it 15 more yards. Pushed it to the outside. Bring this one out to the 20, and this powerful offense will come back out for the Farmers. You know, if you're the Bulldogs, I wonder how much that deflates you when you get stalled like that after everything was going so well.
Well, they had so much good offense. Tom Ritter decided to go with a lot of option, and there were Hessler. I thought one decision was good, but then he got a little careless and got carried away and thought he was Houdini or thought he was somebody that could make all those pitches, and he's got to have better poise, better judgment on that. And they went away with nothing.
Sam Pagano, the Wizard of Fairview, having a good time in the booth. Bring it to this side. Carry the ball as Gallimore. He's off to the races. Still on his feet. Down to the 49. 49-yard line of the Bulldogs from Brighton. Jason Gallimore.
Got a young kid. Got a 10th grader in there. They run a little counter play out of the robust, do a nice job. That's a good play to run some kind of counter, and they did a good job. Watch right here. Little counter tray out of robust. They get a kick-out block. Watch the tackle number 70 get up, makes it 2 good blocks, and then Gallimore does a nice job of giving him a 1st and 10.
And his twin brother also runs out of that same left halfback spot. They alternate, Sam. Both of them are identical size, 5'10", 175, and only sophomores. Fake it to one side. Magalai has it, takes it to the outside, still off to the races. Looking good. Magalai puts it down. Anybody going to catch it? He gets a block. Cuts back. Touchdown! 52 yards for Magalai. What a powerful offense.
Their quarterback was hurt a couple of weeks ago. Magalai just stepped in. About the 9th or 10th ball game, he came in and played quarterback, Don. He hasn't been the quarterback, and what a job. What a winner. What a competitor. Coach Stevens knows who to move, who to pick to put there. Boy, Magalai does a nice job. His older brother is on full scholarship at BYU and does a great job when we had them last year.
And he's only a sophomore, Sam. We have sophomores all over the backfield. There he is. My goodness. Timeout Wheat Ridge. Somebody saw something. Eddie Stevens walking out now. 4 minutes left in this quarter.
He's got a lot of young talent, huh?
Oh, my goodness. And they're undefeated. 16-0 since they were beat last year.
Here they go. Watch Magalai right here. He fakes the counter like a counter bootleg. He wanted to throw the ball. He didn't see it. Then watch the ability he's got. And Coach Stevens knows what he was doing when he puts an athlete back there, a winner. And watch him him go. He makes a nice cut move right there,
and he's going to get a block.
Off. Gets a block there. Now he gets a little showboat. I think he's looking back a little bit right
Justin
here.
Gallimore.
Maybe he's just looking to see if they're going to tackle him.
Justin Gallimore with a nice block, and I'm with you. A little bit of...
He didn't want to do. He wasn't.
Cody Griman, I'm watching you chase me type move there. There's a good shot, Tom Ritter.
I think you were right, Don, when you said they went away with no points on that drive, and they got to play defense. That's what we talked about in the pregame.
Well, this team scores so fast. 8th in the state in scoring, 31 points a game. Look at the size of the crowd out here for Wheat Ridge. Great-looking crowd. Look at the size of the crowd on the other side for Brighton. Well, that's not a small trip.
Brighton really supports their teams. They've always done a good job at entertaining.
Ball's up. And it's no good. He pushes it off to the side, and we have a 13-0 ball game. Bulldogs get that offensive ball once again and see what they can do with it. Magalai and company did what they needed to. JTV Channel 3 playoff time at Jefferson County Stadium.
Cheerleaders are getting their push-ups in, huh?
And so they should. If the guys are out there scoring the points, these girls should be doing the push-ups.
They're probably going to get a lot of push-ups tonight, the way Wheat Ridge is moving the football.
Well, they've been averaging 31 push-ups a game.
That's right.
These young ladies probably have bigger biceps than you and I.
So.
I mean, they're down there working out for this ball.
I know they're in better shape than you and I.
Well, there's no doubt about that. Shoot, sad shape that Allison's in. She's in better shape than us. We have a great crew on hand tonight, all down there in the truck having a great time. A lot of chuckles and everything before this game. Everybody's loose, and you should be. This is postseason action. This is what Sam lives for. Ball sent deep to the back. Swan takes it, and he hands it off. Brings it out to the 20-yard line. Carrying the ball was Teeter after Swan caught it and handed it to him.
Little reverse right there, little trickery, and they didn't get the wall set up, but I don't think Wheat Ridge bid on anything. They were right there to cover it.
That's exactly right. Our camera crew was all over it.
They have to respond, boy. You get off the canvas, you've been knocked down twice. You got to respond with some offense. And they were impressive that one drive, just until they start running a lot of option and putting the ball on the ground.
There's a band for you. We can hear them playing away over here below us. You know, you talk about getting knocked on the canvas and picking it up and doing it again, and everybody was saying Brighton didn't have a chance in this ball game. Brighton needs to pick things up and do it. At halftime, they need to show that George Foreman fight. It can be done, Sam. Did you hear the game last night? Green Mountain goes out to Grand Junction, ranked 3rd, and gets knocked off.
Well, that's a tough trip. You know, you got to go all the way to the western slope, and maybe Green Mountain wasn't ready for them, but Grand Junction has a pretty good ball club, and but that's a big upset.
That's a huge upset. 3.5 minutes left in this quarter, 13-0, everything coming up Farmers today. The Bulldogs trying to get things rolling in their direction. They have a 2nd down and 7. Beautiful night for a football game. They say snow's on its way. Hands it off. Give it to the money man. And he's to the outside. Oh, if he could have just gotten a little further out, he was off to the races. 25-yard line's where Teeter's going to be thrown down.
Wheat Ridge really responded to that defensively as soon as they saw Teeter. And when you line up in the I formation, those linebackers get a good read. There's a little counter action there. But, Bull, watch them respond right here. It's a counter tray play. They get a kick-out block, gives him a little room, and then watch the linebackers get there, Bull. And Zach Maglai does a nice job of getting there. And good job by Wheat Ridge.
Magalai just wraps him up, throws him to the turf. 3rd down and 5. Big possession now for the Bulldogs. They need to stop the bleeding a little early here. At least put a Band-Aid on it. And he keeps it. Pushes around. This young man is an athlete, but he's going to come up short. He's a good yard short of that 1st down, Sam. I think you punt it from here.
I think you should, but I tell you, they are thinking about it. They're thinking about it.
Hessler jumps up.
I think when they're down, I think when you're down 2 touchdowns your first time in the playoff, out here they come. They're going to. He was thinking about it over there. It took a while.
Tom Ritter does not look like a football coach. You know, like the normal football. He looks like a professor, a science professor. Yeah,
chemistry teacher.
You know, or one of those math whizzes, glasses on. You know.
Like you look like that. You look like a math whiz.
Think I do?
Yeah.
At least somebody thinks so. But he just, you know, he's a smaller guy. Just looks like he's a big-time teacher, but he is one whale of a football coach. End over end. No way in the world are they going to chase this one down. Down at the 34-yard line, and let's bring out an unbelievably powerful offense once again. 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns, 24-yard burst by Dixon, 52-yard scamper from the outside by Magalai. Minute and a half left in this first quarter, 13-0 the score, and the Bulldogs defense really needs to hold here.
Well, Eddie Stevens sending him the play with the running backs. They'll alternate and they'll bring them in and out. Now let's see if Brighton could rise to the occasion and play some defense right here, and that's what they need to do. They need a turnover to stay in the game with good field position.
Wolf, Gallimore, and Spinney make up that backfield. Standing up with the football, not going anywhere this time as Magalai. The defense caught up to him a little too quick. Jumping into his face first was number 90, Gene Williams, the outside linebacker.
I thought he tripped a little bit when he came out of there. I think he stumbled. Let's take a look at it right here. As he comes out, he kind of loses his footing, and then that's when the defense rallied and got there and throws him for a loss.
And your defensive end stayed home, and that's why he caught him, because they were trying to go out with that option and take it to the wide side with Chris Spinney. Inside the minute mark. Bring it to the outside, carrying the football is Gallimore, and he's thrown for a loss. Back-to-back losses. Montoya in on the sack.
Well, he does a nice job at strong safety. See, they bring him up to the corner, and what you got to do, and the first time we played robust was Bob Cortese ran it at Lakewood, and what we did is brought the corners up, and then you just bring 8 guys and play the run, and that's what they're doing right there. See, he's reading. There's no pass, so he's playing it. And that's how Bill Mallory, when he was the head coach at University of Colorado, he helped us with that how to defense the robust.
Third down and a long 15. Magalai to the outside. He has a blocker in front of him, still on his feet. He is going to come up about a yard short of that first down. It was a third down and 15, and he picked up 14.
Magalai is a great ball carrier. He has great feet, good quickness, and boy, does he get out and turn the corner, Don. I tell you, they have to contain him, and watch him right here. Here's a little count. That's the play that he broke and got loose the last time, and look at him go. Good move, good juke.
And just takes Brian Stevens with him. That's going to do it for the first quarter. The score, 13-0 in favor of the Farmers from Wheat Ridge. When we come back, let's see what they can do on this possession. JTV Channel 3.
Remember the good old days when gas stations were service stations? Foley's Amoco does, assuring you old-fashioned service with state-of-the-art technology. Foley's Amoco offers full and self-serve gasoline, computer diagnostic equipment, snack shop, and ultimate car wash. Come to Foley's for oil changes, tune-ups, tires, shocks, brakes, and alignments. Foley's Amoco has been a part of the community for 20 years. They're committed to high-quality, old-fashioned service. Winter is right around the corner, so mention this ad and receive $10 off a cooling system flush and fill at Foley's Amoco.
4th down and 1, Jeffco Stadium. You knew they were going for this, and they get enough for the first down and even an extra couple of yards. Pushing it up the middle, Tom Wolf, the big fullback.
Now they're in a little bit better field position to go for that with a 2-touchdown lead with 4th and short, and that's the name of your game, running game. Look right here. Look at the offensive line. They're gone. You don't see any white jerseys right there.
That's true.
And then you see some little bit of penetration, but at the point of attack, they knocked him backwards.
Truitt finally brings him down. First down and 10, 49-yard line of the Farmers. They have the ball and the lead. Bring it to this side. Short side of the field. Just upended. Running the ball was Chris Spinney. Flags start flying in here. He was just totally upended.
I thought that was a late hit, and then they had another flag come in there. There was 2 penalties.
And they're going to call a clip on this side.
But I don't think they're going to call the late hit. Watch right here. Watch Spinney right here. Look at him protect the football. Maybe right there in the back, that's one, but let's see if he's down. If we get, there it is. Maybe he didn't hit him, but he just came in on his knees.
They're saying that he's tried slowing himself down.
So the clip will go all the way with Wheat Ridge, and that was that one you saw the guy turn and he hit him in the back.
Bring this ball all the way back to the 37-yard line. It's going to be a waylay of a play to get you down for a first down this time. 11.5 minutes left in the half. 13-2 zip on the scoreboard. There's a good look of Tom Ritter.
Maybe we'll
and
see their first pass, huh? A little play-action pass.
They've only thrown the ball 26 times all season, 384 yards. No pass this time. Taking it right off the left side. You have Justin Gallimore in this time.
A couple of years ago, we were doing a Wheat Ridge-Littleton game, I believe it was, and I couldn't believe Wheat Ridge's 2-minute offense, what they had and what they did in a 2-minute offense against in a robust set. It was unbelievable.
Exactly. Well, Sam, they still have a 2nd down and 17.
We'll throw it this time.
Think so?
We'll throw it this time. It'll be his 27th pass of the year.
Wolf, Gallimore, Spinney make up that robust offense once again. They're not passing anything. They don't have to. Here's a first down and then some. Pushing it down the sideline. Running with the football is Justin Gallimore. Why would you want to run the football? You're inside the 25 to the 23.
You don't pass the ball when you can run like that with little ponies, boy. They do a nice job, boy. What a great little counter play, and Gallimore just gets up there. Watch, fake right here, little counter play. You got a lead man, you got a guard pulling out, you got number 70, Dave Wade does a good job, and Gallimore's got quick. Look at him stride and jump over people. Good running backs.
Finally taken down by Swan, but after a huge game. Here's the first pass. It's up in the air. It's bobbled around. Nice defensive play. Let's see who that is on defense. Trying to get a number. There he is. Jeff Teeter goes up after it. Paul Kress went after it as well. Teeter fought for that ball. It was in Kress's hands.
And that's important. The team runs, and then when the guy comes off, Teeter's got to play pass. Smart kid. He watched his keys. He watched the guy come. Watched Teeter go over the top. He gets it, knocks it out of there.
Yes.
And he's trying to concentrate, and both of them are trying to catch the football.
He just swatted the ball out of his hands.
That was the 27th pass.
Inside the 10-minute mark. 2nd and 10, 24-yard line. Keeping the ball is Magalai. It doesn't matter this time. That defense was in on him quickly. First one to hit him was McLean, and then everybody else came around.
Well, what they're doing, Wheat Ridge is unbalanced to the right. They got more people to the right, but their backfield is balanced. So they're running to the short side with their balanced attack, but Brighton does a nice job of adjusting to it and know they're probably going to go that way, and they do a good job of getting to the football.
Argenbright also in on that tackle. 3rd down and 10. Say he got back to the original line of scrimmage. Full house, robust backfield. Double tight end. He's going to try to pass it. No, Magalai brings it down. My goodness, how did he get away? He's going to be about 3 or 4 yards short of that first down, but they will go for it here on 4th down, you would think. They're going to bring it back. It's going to be 5 yards short.
4th down and the chance.
No, excuse me. They're going to bring it right in here. My eyes are just deceiving me all the way across the field. This is very close. It's 4th down and 1.
You got to focus in, Don.
I'm trying to. It's hard on that nice dirt down there. It's just kind of...
You got to balance out
but see, you're here to help me, and neither you nor Allison told me or corrected me. Just kind of let me look goofy. First down. Tom Wolf, 2 yards. Give it to him.
You can't stop them. They're good.
You really
they just
can't.
move it around. They do a great job, and you see why they have such a great winning streak going.
10-0.
There they go. Just reverse Alice. This is dive right. It's isolation. Let the halfback lead. You give it to Wolf, and that's just called dive right or power right, and boy, do they run it.
1st and goal from the 10-yard line. And Eddie Stevens is just going to pile drive this ball into the end zone. Bring it to the outside, down to about the 3-yard line. Running hard with the football is Justin Gallimore. You give it to one Gallimore or another.
That was a quick pitch out of Robust. The quarterback just pitches it out to Gallimore. Number 70, Dave Wade, does a great job. He makes 2 blocks. He gets on the corner. He goes after him. Watch it right here. Watch number 70, Dave Wade. He gets 1 block in there. Now he'll bounce out. Gallimore's doing the running, but number 70 did a good job of blocking.
There he is on your screen. Just falls into the ground. 8 minutes and counting in this first half. 13-0. On its way to 20-0. Do they give it to him? Neither of the officials have marked it yet. They're going to mark it just short of that touchdown.
The way you're spotting things, you better let Alice and I help you on that spot right there.
Magalai, he said a touchdown. I was kind of listening to him. He has better eyes than I do, and he's down on the field. But now the officials, they mark it down just short, as I told you.
You'll have the spot way over there on 6th.
You are something else.
But we like to give him the...
Don Martin, Sam Pagano with you in the booth.
I think that Dave Wade, number 70, wasn't there an Aaron Wade, a big tackle, like 6'8", 270 pounds, who's plays at the University of Colorado. I think he's a 4th or 5th year senior.
I have
But
no
we had
idea.
a Wade that played here at Wheat Ridge. I remember doing that. But it's his little brother.
Are they giving them a first down on that play?
First down.
First down. They did not. That ball must have just been just inside or outside the 10-yard line.
See, Eddie's got a lot of tradition.
I'm
He's
robust,
got the
this
kids
kid
in
says.
robust, you know, and he's really done a lot with that. Commercialized it and really done well with it.
Yes, he has. Ball boy's wearing robust T-shirts, and the kid flat out, I'm robust. Well, Mr. Robust, nice to meet you. Magalai touchdown.
2, he's going for 2.
Magalai touchdown. Wheat Ridge, it's all coming up Farmers so far at Jeffco Stadium. 19-0. Tom Ritter has to find a way now to pump these guys up.
He's got
Very
to find a way to
enthusiastic
stop the
cheerleaders.
run. That's the most important. Not pump them up, stop the run. Let's see what he goes with, Wolf or a little option play right here. You got to keep the ball in Magalai's hands and let him decide what to do with the quarterback.
Well, that's what they're going to do. Roll out with Magalai. No,
Underneath.
he's going to bring it back across. 2 points. It's good. Just wholesaling himself was Anthony Lombardi.
That's the basic play out of Robust. You call it cross pass, and Lombardi just crosses. The 2 tight ends cross, and there's only like 5 pass plays out of all Robust, and that's one of them called cross
Well, you
pass.
wonder why they're all excited about that. They don't pass the ball
That's
that
right.
often.
Their 28th pass of the year.
That's the 6th catch by Lombardi. He's very happy.
Magalai's real poised, and there's Lombardi coming underneath on the cross pass. He looks it in. Great.
Nice hands. Just watch that ball, as Sam said, right into the palms of his hands. And as Sammy likes to say, soft hands.
Soft hands. Good catch. He should have stood up.
21-0.
He didn't have to fall down.
Oh, no, it looks better. Well,
You think so? Okay.
Oh, listen to you.
There's Eddie. He's doing some coaching.
Glass is always half empty with you, you know it? Never a half full kind of guy.
Here he goes on that half and full stuff.
No wind out here at all. It's cold outside. Coaches hugging his players.
I saw it.
And they're going to turn on you.
They're going to turn on you. You got to get them.
Yes, indeed. It says, watch A West. They gave it back after a 21-point lead, so you better not do it.
Okay, let's get my defense.
Ball comes down, and here we go. Bring this one back. Oh, what a hit. Spin it off is Jeff Teeter. Teeter off to the races. Teeter's going to score. Give it to him. Touchdown. Let's bring this a little bit closer. 85 yards for Teeter. No flags. Brighton is pumped up.
Teeter's good, boy. He's a good athlete, plays defense.
The Wizard. How did he come out of there?
He did a nice job. He got cracked pretty good, and boy, he bounces out. Watch, he's got the 5 guys in front of him. It's just a wedge play. Boy, he gets hit 3 times. Nobody wraps up, but you can watch the speed. Look at the separation, and Teeter's off to the races. Good play by Jeff Teeter.
Got a ball game all of a sudden, Sam.
Brighton still got to play defense.
You can do it on special teams to keep
the ball. You're going to kick the ball off to Wheat Ridge, and here they go again.
That's true. Kick is up and good. 21-7. Just inside the 7-minute mark of this first half.
You give them the ball back, they're liable to take 7 minutes off the clock and take a pretty good drive down.
How many?
About 7 minutes.
Okay.
That's how much is left. Let's see how much they take.
7 minutes. I said, Sam, this is a high school game.
There'll be a 7-minute drive.
I'm not going to argue with you. I've watched this team go, and there's that big farmer on the side, pitchfork and all.
Eric Stevens.
Good-looking team. Now, those are the sons of Eddie, right?
I don't know. No, I don't think so.
They're not?
He's got young kids.
Okay, because, I mean, you have 2 Stevens boys here. I was just wondering if they were his kids.
Just take a look at Eddie Stevens.
That's true. He's not that old. Well, I just thought it might just be well preserved. There's the Brighton side of the field. Those are wrestlers down there with those Brighton letter jackets on. That is definitely a wrestling school. We'll have 3 wrestling matches coming at you as well in the next month and a half here, a couple months from Brighton. The up man's going to come and take this football, run it right into the seam. He has some blocking as well. Nowhere to go. Gallimore gets thrown to the ground. And once again, let's introduce that offense. Magalai, Wolf, the Gallimore twins, Spinney, Dixon, Kress, Johnson. They've done it all. Lombardi.
Here you go. They're just trying to get upfield. Nice field position.
Oh, what a hit.
Cracks pretty good right there. And he gets hit by his own player.
His own man nails him from behind and throws him forward. Jake Coryell. Like the way they do that. Stretch the hands out. Make sure you have the perfect balance. Carrying it to the outside was Gallimore. Jason Gallimore picks up 3.
They mix it up. They'll give you a straight-ahead play with Wolf, and then they'll give you counter plays with the halfbacks. And Eddie does a nice job of mixing up the offense.
They gave him 4 on that play, so it's going to be a 2nd down and 6.
Clock's running. Remember that.
That's right.
Clock's running. They're going to take a lot of time off this clock this drive.
A robust, double tight, full house offense. 95% run. 1 pass, and it was good. Backside. You saw it coming. Big Gene Williams. Zach Magalai never saw him coming, and he just cold-cocked him.
Williams is a good-looking kid. Good size, linebacker, does a nice job, good pass rush. Here they are, a little play-action fake. They just don't block the backside. Williams is right there. You got to block the backside, and they just let him go free.
Here's another interesting one for you, Sam. 6'4", 210, and another sophomore. There are more sophomores on this game tonight on both sides of the field.
When you're winning in the playoff and you're young.
Excellent experience. Pitch it back. Trying to cut back. There's going to be a penalty flag thrown. Running with the football is Jason Gallimore. And you just saw big number 70 look over to the side. That's Dave Wade saying to his coaches, what the heck is he calling? Holding, Dave.
Not me, coach. That's probably one of the best 3 defensive plays they've had. And
that's true.
And they did a good job there. Here they go on a quick pitch. Watch Wade, number 70. Oh, that's it is. He had his arm in there. That's probably what they call.
And look, he still comes up and Big Gene makes that grab. Now they declined the penalty.
The Brighton coaches are hollering, trying to tell them something to watch. They shift. They want to jump them offside. They're doing something. Say they're telling them to watch the ball because they'll want to make you jump offside. They're not going to go for it.
4th and 4.
Oh,
and it worked.
And it worked.
Cody Gryman comes all the way into the backfield. And did you see that shift, though?
And those coaches...
There were 5 guys shifted, 2 off the offensive line. I thought it was even
It might be illegal. They're talking. Look, the officials are talking. Maybe Maglai had his hands underneath and jumped out, which you could do.
Eddie Stevens knows what he's doing. I mean, they practiced that play.
Boy, the Brighton coaches were hollering, trying to tell them, be ready for
it. This. They're all tight ends that are moving. That's why.
See, you could do that, and the quarterback goes to punt formation.
Your left and right halfback go up. The 2 tight ends come back. Yes, indeed. Nice play.
Now, they practiced.
You got to like that.
I'm sure Brighton worked against that.
Well, I'm sure that Eddie Stevens practiced that. 1st and 10, 4.5 minutes left. Sam said it'd be a 6-minute drive, and they're trying to do it right now. Wolf is met head-on into the hole by McLean and just driven backwards.
They'll hit you, Brighton. They do a nice job. They're physical, and they'll play pretty aggressive defense.
Oh, no, this Brighton team, you talk about wrestlers and whatnot. This is a Nebraska-style football team here. These guys bench press tractors out there for a living and throw that wheat around and that hay, and I guarantee you these young men work their butts off during the summer.
We did games out there. I was really impressed by the community and how they support their team.
Oh, this is a hard-nosed football team. And look at this. You aren't going anywhere. Grabs him in the backfield once again and throws him down. First man in the backfield, number 21, Damon Chambers.
Well, they blitzed a little bit that time, Don, and that's what he told me before the ball game. He's a 5-2 defense, his base, but he wanted to play a 5-3, maybe a little Chicago Bear defense where Buddy Ryan used to run and bring a lot of people, and that's what he did that last time.
3rd down and a long 7. Another 3 outstanding downs for the Brighton Bulldogs. Magalai's taken off. You better catch up to him. You better catch up to him. First down and then some. Inside the 40 down to the 39. What an impressive little guy. 6'1", 185, a sophomore. And Eddie Stevens has a grin as big as a mile high on his face. Why? Because he's going to be back for 3 more years.
There's Magli. His first game was against Green Mountain in a pressure ball game. It was his first job at quarterback. And look at him here in the playoffs. What a great job. And Magli is a good athlete and really engineers this Farmer attack.
That just takes the heart right out of you. You stop them, boom, boom, big plays, and then you give up that big one. Magli back to pass, has a man out there, throws it up. Nothing going to be called. Nice defensive play. Going up was Ernesto Medina.
You got a flag that's thrown away from the far side into the middle. It might be against Brighton.
Gallimore, the intended receiver. Who are they talking to?
Oh,
illegal man downfield. He's going to mark this one off.
Now that's unusual for a team that runs all the time. You think the linemen are not are used to just staying in there and run blocking.
Now, is that also a loss of downs?
I believe it is.
So it's going to be a second down and long. Over the back 5 yards, 2nd and 15.
But that was illegal participation, they said.
Illegal participation.
So the
What does that mean?
The signal was not illegal man downfield.
I thought anybody in a uniform can participate in this game.
And then that's why it's still first down. It's not a loss of down.
What's an illegal participation?
I heard the guy that
I know. I just don't understand that. But it's still first down. Ball's down on the ground. Brighton has it. The exchange did not come off clean. And Big Gene Williams, 6'4", 210 sophomore, comes away with the football. Just right up underneath Magli.
Williams has been really important all of a sudden. He's been in a lot of plays, making hits, now recovering fumbles.
Let's watch this again. The handoff just was not clean.
Not clean
The
at
ball
all.
goes down on the ground. Magli dives for it. But when 210 pounds comes pounding over top of you, he's normally going to pull it out from underneath you, especially if you're only 150. And here comes that power running game. Damon Chambers picks up 8.
I think that's a triple option. I think he's reading it. He just sticks it in the stomach and takes a read at the tackle, and he's reading it all the way. And if you're going to run option, that's the way to do it. Read it all the way.
And he just followed Chris McLean right into the hole, and McLean just said, I'm going to take you as far as I can. 6'1", 245 right tackle. 2 minutes left in this first half. 21-7 in favor of the Farmers. How big would a touchdown be here?
See, they took 5 minutes off that clock at Wheatridge.
Well, you lied to me. They didn't take 6.
I said 7.
Second down.
Take it all the way down.
2nd down and 3. Give it back to him again. Oh, what a hit. Anthony Lombardi. Ball's down. It goes forward. It's enough for the first down if that's where they mark it. That ball shot out of there.
That's the way you teach tackling. Lombardi, he broke down, his knees were bent, he put his hat right on the ball and did a good job. Watch right here, 37. Watch Lombardi bend his legs, boom, right on him, put the helmet to the side.
And he's pulling the ball.
Nice job.
Lombardi was digging for that ball. Argenbright falls on it. First down, move the chains. Inside the 45, down to the 44. Oh, my goodness. Got a little dry in here for a moment. And they're going for the quick out pattern. Man's out there. They're going to have to call pass interference. He comes back for the football. The defensive back never turned around. What's going to be called here? Del Toro catches the ball, but he had to push off to catch it.
Well, they're going to have a discussion there.
Now watch. He's pushing off to catch
right
it.
Here. That could be...
it might be offensive pass interference. No, they called it defensively.
They did, huh?
They called it defensively. I mean, it was very
he
close.
ran into him. He bumped him, and he's interfering with him. The offensive guy is trying to get him out of the way so that he could go to the ball.
Now, he also caught the football. Do you take the catch or do you take the pass interference?
Well, I think they're going to give him that option. Probably going to take the ball maybe right where it is. Be first down right from that spot.
decline, and that's exactly right. That's why you're the coach of the booth. You know these things.
I never made
that
those
mental
decisions
telepathy
on the
thing.
sideline. I had coaches that did that. They made those decisions.
Oh, listen to you. You made every decision.
I had one. Both coaches had to have a rule book in their back pocket, the offense and defensive coach, and if we had to look something up.
Well, no wonder you don't know what these guys are calling.
I told you.
I sit here and I lean on you, and I lean on you, and this whole time, it takes an entire season for me to figure out you don't even know what's going on.
Read the card. Let's go.
All right, all right. Join Irv Brown and Joe Williams each week as they pick the winners in college and pro football matchups. Tune in and play along to win great prizes. Irv and Joe pick the winners right here, JTV Channel 3 on Thursdays and Fridays, 7 o'clock. You do not want to miss this show. It's a magnificent production. And if you missed the Lewis and Floorwax show, you missed a wing dinger, because I keep hearing from people all over town, did you see that show?
Who's on this one? Who's on this?
I have no idea. They don't tell us these things. It's a secret. So that you kind of watch.
There's Tom Ritter. Dan Creedon last week.
He was last week.
Camera.
Dan Creedon, the big man on campus out there for the Boulder Daily Camera. Keeps everybody in line.
Maybe they had Governor Romer on, if they might have him on.
Yeah, maybe Steve Watson. He's unemployed.
Either one of them, huh?
Poor Steve. Didn't even do anything wrong. They ran him out on a rail. But he will land on his feet. He's a good guy. Minute 3 seconds left in this half. 21-7 in favor of the Farmers. This is a big possession for the Bulldogs if they can score. Cut that deficit down to one touchdown. And they're going for the quick hitch pass. Couldn't hold on to it. Tried hitting Nathan Reed. He had some zip on that ball.
He did. You know, Brighton has a lot of things in their offensive attack. They rush it. They run option. Rush right here. This is off the option. Fake right here. And then you want the strong safety to come up. Then you try to slip it into the tight end. They just don't execute it right there.
Caught it.
But Brighton's got a lot of things. They could throw the ball. They run option. So it takes a lot of time to affect that type of offensive package.
That's exactly right. Second down and 10. 1 minute exactly left in the half. Give it to that fullback and let him run it right up the middle. He's still pounding. Inside the 15, down to the 14. Power running by Damon Chambers.
Chambers has got some toughness, boy. He's right at 231. What a load. He hits on a little quick trap play. Good leg drive. He just kept going, and just once you get by, watch him right here. Quick little trap. They come down. The guy gets trapped, doesn't he? But he does a nice job of getting upfield, and there he goes. And the Farmers secondary guys are making the tackle.
Magalai and Lucas got a free ride. Oh, no way. It was a nice look, but no way. They were trying for that timing pattern into the corner, and you just saw on your screen Horiuchi saying to the official, he was holding me up. Come on, man, help me out a little bit.
Well, a little fade pattern, and you heard nice job hollering ball, trying to give it to him, you know, and let him know, the defensive guy, when they hollered ball, that it was coming.
Second and 10 from the 15. 34 seconds left in the half. Chambers, 6 foot, 231 senior. 638 yards coming into this game. He's that big fullback there. Fake it to him. Bring it back out. Here comes the backside pressure. You better put it down and run if you're going to, and he does. The 10. Inside the 10 to the 8. You better call timeout. 25, 23, 22. They're not going to use a timeout. They better. And they do so with 20 seconds. You lost 6 seconds on the clock.
Hessler should have got out of bounds. He should have taken it all the way to the sidelines and
down to the 8.
Here he comes on a little play action fake right here, a little counter, and then here he comes. He's looking for the tight end dragging. He almost wanted to hit him. He was about on the 5-yard line. Right here, he's got to run it out of bounds. He's got to get out of bounds, but he wants to go for the touchdown spin and try to go inside.
Bertignoli was just chasing him down from behind and almost came up with him. Gives us an opportunity to let you know there's a timeout on the field. 20 seconds left in this half on the next Jones Intercable High School Game of the Week. Quarterfinal playoff action as the Chatfield Chargers host the Bear Creek Bears. That's 1-3 in Jefferson County right here at Jeffco Stadium. Our coverage of that game airs Tuesday, November 22nd at 6 and 9 o'clock right here, JTV Channel 3. Last time we had them, Sam, it went into overtime. Chatfield beats Bear Creek 29-28 by going for 2 in overtime.
And talking to the Bear Creek kids the other night we were doing the game, they said that we'd love to play Chatfield again. And
they get
like
that chance.
So they get that. Tom Ritter's getting after him, talking to his offense and trying to motivate him, get a score in there.
Future Farmers of America.
Future robust players. Good-looking kids down there.
Carries 2 footballs. This young man is serious.
Well, they're the ball boys.
Yes, 3rd down and 3. I-formation set. Looking for the pass. He's caught, thrown down backwards, and the ball is down on the ground. Who's going to come away with it? What happened? I didn't even see. Did he just pitch the ball
They just
forward?
tried to pitch it forward.
One of those shuffle passes?
I don't know if it was that, but I think he just pitched it forward.
Big turnover. Coming out of the middle with that ball is Bertignoli. And look at him high-stepping it over to his coach. That was a huge turnover. You could have at least come away with 3 points on that drive.
Well, here they go. Let's see. He's just scrambling.
Oh,
He gets
no.
it knocked
He
out.
got it
And we
knocked
thought
out.
he pitched it forward. He gets it knocked out. And boy, the Farmers are fighting for the ball down there.
They just grabbed him from behind, pulled his arms straight back, touched his elbows, and the ball shot out of there. 12 seconds.
12 seconds. Take a knee, huh?
I would. There's a timeout on the field. I'm not quite sure who called it. You have water ladies out there carrying the water out to the guys.
What he could do here is run it like a trap play, and that's usually what a lot of coaches like to do, is just run the fullback and try to bust him and get him right up the middle on a quick trap play.
Brighton saw something, though, offensively from Wheat Ridge, and they've shut him down the last 2 times.
Well, they have. They've done a good job defensively. They're just inconsistent with their offense, and they don't handle the ball.
That would have been a big score.
You have to protect and handle the football, and that's what they're not doing well.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Hessler's a good quarterback, but he's got to have that judgment of when just to take the sack and go down.
And he's staying in on defense. Hessler is.
I'll get it at half, man.
He's going to go over and play that left side corner. This isn't going to be anything fancy. Going to run that ball with that fullback right up the middle. That's Tom Wolf. 7, 6, 5. Let this clock run on down. That's going to do it for halftime. When we come back, it'll be third quarter action right here, JTV Channel 3, 21-7, the Farmers.
It would be nice if latex condoms were automatic. But since they're not, using them should be. Simply because a latex condom used consistently and correctly will prevent the spread of HIV. It's a smart choice.
Watch Irv and Joe pick the winners on Jones TV, Channel 3, Thursday, Friday, Saturday at 7 o'clock. You're going to have to wear a bag over your head.
Are you kidding me?
If you lose, you're going to wear a bag over your head.
I'm all grease and oil, and, you know, Jones always brings out the best in me.
They certainly do. Just a couple of guys retaining water. We're going to have some great guests for you, like Dan Issel, Red Miller, Ron Zapoli. You're going to have to wear a bag over your head.
Daniel Ellsberg, psychiatrist.
You're going to have to wear a bag over your head. Hey, join us Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 7 o'clock, Jones TV.
It's halftime. It's halftime. Welcome back to Jeffco Stadium. Don Martin Sampagano with you on the call. And as they put the 12 minutes up for the third quarter, let's take a look at a touchdown. Magalite takes it to the outside. What's he going to do with it? Pass? I don't think so. Tell us, Sam.
He's going to run with good quickness, and boy, he's off and down the sideline. He's a good athlete. He makes the offense go, and he handles the ball real well. But, you know, you think about the 2 opportunities that Brighton had, and they put the ball on the ground. But here's Magalite again, scoring, looking back, having a good time.
Now, how big was that fumble on the 8-yard line to end the half by the Brighton Bulldogs? Had they gone in on that score, they'd have an opportunity now to tie it up.
Look at that. I mean, just with offense, 106 yards to Wheat Ridge's 219. They got a little bit more there, a little passing, but Wheat Ridge 0 on passing.
No, they had a 3-yard pass for a 2-point conversion.
Well, they don't count that, maybe.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay. Well, I give them 3 yards in the passing and a good 2-point conversion. And once again, the Brighton Bulldogs, they won the toss, and they deferred in the first half, so they will receive the ball now in the second half. And once again, how big was that fumble on the 8-yard line?
Well, that one, Don, but the other one, when they were going the opposite direction, when they tried a couple option plays, and I believe they came up 4th down and came up short because they were moving the football, and then they start putting the option on the ground right and left.
And it is cold outside. I tell you what, it's got a little chill in the air here as we get ready to watch these Rockettes dance for us down there. And here we go. The Farmers going to kick this one away. Bring that offense out for the Brighton Bulldogs. See what they can do with it. Teeter and Swan back deep to receive this kick. Doing the kicking honors is Pat Brome. Everybody down on a knee for the Farmers. Eddie Stevens, I tell you what, when you talk discipline, this man calls for discipline. Ball's going to come down. They're going to take it. Teeter has the football. He's going to try to follow his wedge in. He tried to scoot to the outside. Nothing was there. Taking him down was Chad Dixon. And let's set the offense once again. Hessler, Teeter, Chambers, Torr, Horiuchi, Reed, Stricklet. Summit, Argenbright, Chavez, Nutt, and McLean make up the line on the defensive side. Stevens, Bertignoli, DiGiacomo, Bacher, Kress, Lombardi, Magalai, Johnson, then Gallimore, Spinney, and Lucas in the backfield. Look, Kerry, we're on television.
Yeah.
She was excited about that.
Everybody wants in the act down there.
Well, Sam, you and I are in the act, and we're having a good time watching it. Chambers, the fullback, straight into the hole. Quick 2-yard gain.
They're going to stay in the ball game. They got to get a good drive right here. But let's go back to that kickoff. Where Teeter broke one. If you notice, when Wheat Ridge kicked the ball, they were under control a lot better, and they were patient, and they broke down in good hitting position so that they could handle him, because he broke one on them in the first half.
Yes, he did. Now you have an I formation set. Teeter and Chambers make up the tandem. One wide out to the right side, and here we go with the option. He's going to keep the football. Hessler just puts his head down. Oh, big hit comes up and takes him out. He had a first down until he ran headstrong into number 22, Jason Gallimore.
Well, he had the pitch also, but he didn't want to do it, and that's okay. If you got positive yardage and you got a chance for a first down, don't pitch it. Go ahead and keep down. That's a good call.
Well, we brought that up a couple times in the first half where he did pitch it, and he shouldn't have.
Well, he's using better judgment. Maybe Coach Ritter talked about that, is use good judgment when you're making the pitches.
Inside the 11-minute mark, 3rd down and 2. Here we go. The Bulldogs trying to take care of this drive. Don Martin, Sam Pagano having a nice time up here. Nothing fancy whatsoever, just a quick dive.
Well, everything comes off the option. They want to read it, write it out, and everything comes off the triple option there.
Chambers is a big back, 231 pounds, 6 foot, good-looking fullback.
He runs well.
And he gets enough for the first down as they move the chains. You're a little quiet tonight, Coach.
No, I'm not. I'm just trying to concentrate and see if we get more excitement like when we had the last 3 or 4 ball games.
Yes,
both teams just score, and we're just waiting. It's the end of the week. I've had a hard week. I've done a lot of work, done second game. And
have you?
Taught a lot of gym PE classes at Fairview this week.
Yes, you have.
Wear many hats.
And you wear them well. Bertignoli just grabs him and throws him down for the loss. Carrying the ball was Chambers.
I did all the housework today and made pasta sauce and ready to go, see?
Yes, but are you fighting us?
Here's the crazy
There's
kid.
the wacko.
Here they are.
That W does not stand for Wheat Ridge. It stands for wackos in the crowd. Look at these guys. It's 22 degrees and they're running around half naked. They're not feeling any pain, though. Those young men are having a great time.
They got rhythm.
I just never understood, what would send someone over the edge like that to run around half naked in the wintertime.
Well, if you were that age, you probably would have thought about it.
I was that age, and I didn't do that either. Did you do that back then?
We were playing at Rec Field one time, and I saw a kid. It must have been about 5 degrees on a Friday night. The field was frozen, and he went streaking down the field.
Oh, no.
And then he fell.
Nothing but the birthday
tell you
suit.
what, I mean to tell you, it hurt when I saw him when the police started chasing him.
Cold backside.
Oh.
Well, let's get back to this ball game.
Oh, yeah.
Second down and 15 after the penalty. 9 minutes left in the third quarter. 21-7 in favor of the Farmers. And the Bulldogs have the football.
It's second down, and they got to start moving the football here.
It's a long 15. High formation set. Hessler back. He's going to look for the pass. Try to set up the screen to the opposite side. And the defensive linebacker stayed there, running around in circles. What do I do? Stevens caused this play to happen. Finally in on the tackle was number 31, Bertignoli. But we had Jeff Teeter out there going in circles.
Teeter's got quickness. He was going one way, then he cut back against the grain, and he was just trying. Let's watch Teeter right here. Hessler gets the ball off. He's got a screen. He should stay to the outside, but he saw the one man, so he wants to go. That's where everybody is. That's where all the defense is. Then he decides to change direction, and it's too late, boy. They're all there. Here comes the Farmers. Boom, boom, boom.
Bertignolli caused
they
it.
buried
Bacher.
it. They're all on top of it.
Oh, sure. They were all in there. Third down and a 27 now. The Bulldogs kind of just twirling around in the backfield trying to figure out what's going on offensively. Hessler back to pass. Hessler sends one down. He has a man after. He takes it away, and he drops the football. He took the ball away from the defender. Excellent control by Del Toro of his body, but he couldn't come down with the football.
That was a big league play. Toro did a nice job of going up for the ball, concentrate. Watch Hessler get it off. Watch the concentration. He's running for the ball. He's got his eyes on it. Goes over the top.
Had the
almost
football.
makes
Look
a
at that.
great catch.
Oh, just took it right away from Chris Lucas.
Return.
Punting it now, Jason Hessler.
They got to return.
Chad Dixon back to receive for that return.
They got to return to the side of the bench.
And it's going to come down to him. It's going to take a bounce at the 49, and he's going to back away from it. Brighton's going to mark it down at the 42. Still outstanding field position. Would you tell your player at that time to go up and field the ball?
No, just, you got to be smart, back off unless, you don't want to make that mistake.
Well, he didn't. And Wheat Ridge now has it in good field position. Tom Ritter on your screen. He has to figure something out now.
Let's see if they made any halftime adjustments with their defense and see if they're going to blitz more, bring the corners up, and see what they do defensively.
They made good second quarter decisions as far as switching things up from the booth up here on the defensive side. Hopefully they can stay with that. Robust offense, and as we say that, the big fullback just pounds it right into the hole. That's Tom Wolf, 10th in rushing in the state, 1,028 yards.
They didn't stop the off-tackle hole. They got to have someone squeeze it down right there. Watch it right here. They'll double team right there. They get a lead kick-out block. Well, he stuffed it, though.
He did.
They did a pretty good job of stuffing it right there, and that's big Gene Williams, but he's got to get help from the linebacker scraping off.
And Teeter finally brings him down after the gain of 8, second down and 2, just under the 7-minute mark. Carrying the football this time, Justin Gallimore. Appears to be just short of that first down. They may have to measure this. No, they're going to go ahead and say it's a first and go with it.
Scott Montoya, number 3, came in and made a good hit. Watch right here. Here they go off tackle. It's a lead power play. And there's Montoya, number 3, making a good hit right from his corner position. And that's what he has to do against that run. He's got to come up and make the play.
These defensive backs come up and stick. I mean, they are playing very well.
Well, they do, but you're playing run every down. You just got to watch the tight end. If he blocks down, then I'm coming up. There's no pass play.
Now, something's going on here. Okay, they called it a first. Now they're calling it a third, and it's going to be a third down and short. I didn't think I would mislead you twice in one game. Back to pass. Looking over the middle. Has his man, and he catches the football. Second completion, this time to Justin Gallimore. And Gallimore down to the 20-yard line. This team doesn't pass, but they look good doing it.
When they do a nice job. They really execute it. And that's what happens when you're a run team. Those secondary guys start coming up. Fake right here. Look at the good protection right there.
Nice pickup on the block.
You got Stevens, number 50. Maglite throws the ball to Gallimore, number 47. Makes a good catch, and Wheat Ridge Farmers are ready to get another score.
Swan finally catches up with him and throws him down. First down and 10, 20-yard line of the Bulldogs. And guess who? Down inside the 10, still tugging away. Tom Wolf, 5'11", 200-pound senior.
Don, they came off the line of scrimmage with great authority. That if we get a look at that, I mean, they're off. I mean, that's all they do. They don't have to worry about pass protection. But, boy, they knocked him backwards, got a lead block. Here they go, right here. Take a look at it. They get good movement. But you don't see any white jerseys. Look at them kick out. Look at them kick out Montoya. He's been coming up. Wolf's tough, physical, rushed for over 1,000 yards.
Took more than one guy to bring him down inside the 6-minute mark. 21-7. Wolf takes it again. Pounds it down around the 4. That's where he's going to be taken down. This defense starting to hold tough now. They're going to have to. Coming up with the play was Dan Nudd.
Same play. They just ran it to the left side. Pretty good play.
21-7 is the score. in favor of the Farmers from this Jeffco League, coming out here 10-0, top seed. They win this game. I don't know if Sierra won or not.
They did. They won.
So Sierra won. So there will be a coin flip if the Wheat Ridge Farmers win this game to find out who gets to have the home field advantage, because these two #1 seeds will play each other, and both undefeated teams. Bring it back the other way. Oh, what a hit. Nowhere to go for Jason Gallimore.
Boy, they played that well, the off-tackle play, and they read it, boy, and they came up. But now you got to be ready for that play-action pass right here. And they see that upstairs. They're saying, Coach, they're coming up on the run. They're coming up on the run. Eddie doesn't wear headsets, but his assistants all have headsets. They're talking. They'll relay it to him. Maybe he'll go with the play-action, but I doubt it. They'll run Wolf and Power in there.
3rd and goal from the 5. This is 4-down territory. 4 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, and they give it to Wolf. Oh, power play, touchdown. Sam called it, 5 yards out. Nothing fancy. Wolf off tackle, give him a 5-yard burst.
Boy, they like that. They do a good job of coming off the ball, and I keep repeating myself, but the halfback gets a great kick-out block. That's robust football, and that's what you train, and they do it so much. Repetition, repetition. You know how to do that. You're physical, and it's a good offense, and they're undefeated with it.
And now they're going to set this one up and try to go to a 28-7 margin. I'll say it again. How big was that fumble before the half?
It was big.
Boy. The momentum just continues to go back and forth, and this time Wheat Ridge just controls it. Their opening drive of the second half, just like their opening drive of the first half. A 7-point lead as far as the touchdown is concerned, and now they got a 28-7 margin.
Someone has to stop him, and I don't know how Sierra, what type of defense they play. I know they score a lot of points. I know they have an excellent football team.
Could have 100 points that night.
But you got to play defense. Hey, we got the guys in the rack now.
Guys are down there doing the push-ups.
Does that paint come off?
It better.
It better, huh?
If you're their parents, it better. Are these cheerleaders pumped up? You better believe it.
Fun down there.
They should have fun. This team has won 16 in a row.
I'm with you.
That is unbelievable. Eddie Stevens just knows how to coach them. And you know, all the schools on the inner core of the Jeffco League, their enrollment has decreased year after year after year, because it's becoming an older place to live. And once again, I asked Eddie before this game, how's your enrollment? He says, we're just fine. It hasn't messed with us at all. Bring this ball back on the return, bring it all the way out to the 35-yard line by Ryan Swan, and let's see what this offense can do. Hessler and company come out for their second opportunity with the ball in the second half.
Well, let's see if they mix it up. Let's see if they change their offense. They've been sticking mainly with the option, you know, fake the fullback and give to the fullback and run option. They've been doing a lot of that. But let's see what Coach Tom Ritter's got up his sleeve and see if he can get Hessler generating some offense and keep it alive.
JTV Channel 3, your high school football source. Don Martin Sampagano with you in the booth. And let's see what they can do. They tried powering it straight up the middle off tackle. Nowhere to go. Running with the football was Teeter.
He's sticking with it. That's his option play. He likes to ride the ball, give the ball to Chambers, number 21, take a look at it, pull it out, and what they could do is run option to the wide side here, and they have more room to run. And here we are, and they're giving us a wave.
They were giving us a wave. 3 minutes left in this third quarter, 28-7. The Farmers with the lead, the Bulldogs with the ball, and they're on the Bulldog 34. Hessler keeps it, pitches it out. Is that ball down on the ground again? It sure enough is. And it goes over to Wheat Ridge. What a big turnover. Coming out of the middle with that football is number 5, Paul Kress, the outside linebacker.
Well, that just took the air out of him right there. And that's just it. Hey, you live and die by that option, Don. You option, you put the ball on the ground. They made some poor choices tonight. And if anything's beating them is the option and not being able to stop the rushing game.
Beating themselves on offense.
Well, they are. And I think they're a little bit better offensively than they've shown tonight.
Oh, they have to be. You don't get to this point with a 7-3 record and not be. Once again, I asked the question early on of you. These guys show up 3 hours before a ball game, and they were pumped. can you be overly pumped? I mean, are these guys somewhat spent by this time?
No, it's good sometimes to get early. We used to do that. We'd get here in Jefferson County, the lights would be off, and if we wanted to tape here, stretch. And what we'd do is get the guys on the field and let them run up and down, play catch, and get them familiar. Sometimes you get there a little too early, but hey, when it's time to kick it off, you got to be ready mentally to play.
Well, I'll tell you, I was here early, and I'm spent by this time. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. JTV Channel 3 having a good time, and we're going to have another great game for you next week. The Chatfield Chargers are going to entertain their league foe, the Bear Creek Bears, and what a matchup that's going to be.
I think Bear Creek's playing great ball. I haven't seen Boulder High play, and I haven't seen Cherry Creek, but I think those two teams have a great chance.
The top three teams in Jeffco.
And I think, Arvada West is going to have to play defense against Boulder. I think both of them will move the ball. But Boulder has a great defense. They're good on both sides of the ball.
They are loaded, no doubt about it. Carrying the ball from the outside. With the ball is Gallimore. Still moving to the end zone. Let's see what he can do. Touchdown.
That is a great run, Don.
Justin Gallimore. 21 points as he romps. A flag comes out now. Something's being said in the end zone, and the official throws it after a little ruckus going on down there, and you see a bunch of Brighton guys clapping their hands.
Well, it's hard for me to see way in that corner. I got the wall right here in front of me, but watch Gallimore. What a great run. He dips in. First, he steps out of that one, makes a nice little move, and look at him fight to get to the end zone. Great run by a sophomore, Justin Gallimore.
Justin Gallimore. And there was an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. It's going to be 15 yards. Now, did they put that on the extra point? Evidently. It's going to be the longest extra point in Jeffco history. 19-yard line.
Dead ball foul. Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Dead ball after the play.
Dead ball. Someone. Well, there's a little bit of pushing going on down there.
18.
We have a 34-7 lead. And look at this field goal attempt. 40-yard extra point. Ball is down. It's up. Not even close. 34-7. Minute and a half left in the third quarter. And Eddie Stevens is getting his entire team together because he is not pleased with what just happened.
He wants to talk about him. He doesn't want any unsportsmanlike. And if you get kicked out of a ball game, you're out 9 days. So you miss the next ball game. And that's what he's talking about. Don't get kicked out of the ball game. Nothing foolish.
He's pointing at that scoreboard. You have a 34-7 lead. Use your heads, gentlemen. That's what he's telling them. Use that head.
That's good. I love when a coach has control of everybody, and he wants to talk to them before something happens. I mean, you preach about it all week, and you have rules, and you have discipline, but he brought them together and say, hey, you do something stupid, and you get kicked out of the ballgame. I had a great linebacker. We're playing George Washington, and he punches the guy in the face. It's just in a pile, and the refs call it, and he missed the next ball game. And then he played in the state championship game, but in the game right before that, he missed.
And he could have hurt his team.
But we had someone to.
Difference is, though, is that the biggest guy on this Wheat Ridge side of the field is not bigger than Eddie Stevens. And Eddie Stevens, he demands respect. He'll get in your face. And excuse me, son, but you're not going to push me around. That's a big man there. And he has so much fun. I called him earlier in the week and just enjoying the heck. And look at this. The ball bounces. Oh, God. I've never seen anything like it. Montoya turns around and picks it up.
I don't think Montoya saw the ball. It bounced and then bounced right in his hands.
Luckily, it took a nice bounce pass.
He thought someone behind him was going to catch it.
Ball down at the 31. That surprised me.
Well, a lot of things surprise you.
Oh, come on. Why would you take a shot like that? There's only a minute left in the third quarter.
We got to get you to focus in and see what's going on.
I am very focused, my man. Very focused. First down and 10. 31-yard line of the Bulldogs, and they have the ball and trail. 34-7. That's about as focused as you can get. JTV Channel 3. Hessler keeps it. Just kind of high steps it through the line. Picks up 8 quick yards.
I like that play. They do a good job with it. If I was coaching again, I think I'd put that in. If I got a good quarterback like that, and we used to run a counter play like that years ago, but I like that, and I think I would do that. I'm not going to be coaching.
Watch how he does it, though, Sammy. I mean, he high steps it over a line.
Counter, like, he just brings it, he gets the backside pulling, and he's a good physical guy. And when he gets up in there, gives him good 5 or 6 yards.
Derek Johnson wrestled him down. They're going to give him 7 on the play. 2nd down and 3. You know, we talked about this field over and over again. We've been out here many weeks in a row now. There's not a better place to call a football game. Running hard off of the guard was Damon Chambers. He wasn't going anywhere, but it looks bad. But that's a pretty good track right now.
But when you're out there, it's not real hard. It just doesn't have any grass on it, but they do a good job. They keep it rolled, and it's in good shape.
And you heard the shotgun go off into the 3rd quarter, and when we come back, the final 12 minutes of this game, 34-7 in favor of the Farmers right here, JTV Channel 3.
Farmers 34, Brighton Bulldogs.
You drive, you get hit. Dent, stings, fender bender, rear end, or whatever. Car accidents, even a little hit's a big deal. But at Mako, a big deal means a great deal for you. It's the way we work with you or your insurance company. The right repairs fast. Drive in on a Monday, we'll get you rolling again by Friday, maybe sooner. Remember, painting beautiful cars is what we do. So for the normal repair bill, you might even be able to repaint your whole car. Looking good, bumper to bumper, no extra charge. Little hit, no big deal, just a great deal, but only at Mako.
And welcome back to a chilly Jeffco Stadium. Well in command of this game, the #1 seed coming out of Jefferson County, 10-0, the Wheat Ridge Farmers. Played well offensively and defensively. Hessler keeps it, gets it up for the 1st down. Pushes it out past the 42, just close to the 43, move the chains.
That's a great play down for short yardage. Fake it to the fullback and then just follow him. And Hessler did a good job right there getting the 1st and 10. Someone's down there for Brighton.
That's a big body down on the ground. We'll have to figure out who this is. What is it like, Sam? I mean, tell these people that really don't have an idea. The amount of emotion mentally and physically that is put into a playoff game. I mean, people talk about stepping it up a notch.
Well,
you really do.
Football is such a team sport, and football is such an emotional sport, and it's team pride, and it's coaches motivating, and kids believe. And I think it's a little different than a lot of other sports, say track or baseball or things like that. But you get so emotionally involved, and football has that, and that's what you got to work on. And then when something doesn't go right or you're defeated, boy, you just let the air out of here. Watch him on the keeper right here. He follows Chambers.
See who goes down.
Gets right. I think that's Chambers underneath.
Big 78 is McLean.
But they're taking Chambers off, number 21.
Oh, they are?
He was the lead player on that.
They were checking his left knee. And over here on the sideline for the Wheat Ridge Farmers, you saw him just quickly by the camera shot. Brian Stevens, the big defensive end for the Farmers. You don't want to lose him either. And they're taping him up and putting some ice on his ankle. He may not come back, especially with a 34-7 advantage in favor of the Farmers with 11:55 left in the contest. You don't want to lose Damon Chambers. There's another shot going off out here. That's not the end of the quarter. Bouncing hard into the hole, Jeff Teeter.
Well, now their offense is thrown off. You get another fullback in there, so he goes to the tailback. Maybe you don't want to give the ball to a guy that just comes in at fullback, so he tosses it back to the tailback. And Chambers has been a big part of their offense out of the triple option because everything starts with him with the right fake. Either give it to him or take it out. So let's see what this is going to do to the Bulldogs offense.
2nd down and 10. Horiuchi brings in the play. Let's see exactly what they try to do. 42-yard line, their own 42. They go right back to the tailback. No, he keeps it. Flips it back. Running wide is Nathan Reed. And Reed might get back to the line of scrimmage. Excellent offensive pursuit.
Reed's got good quickness, boy. He really just didn't have enough real estate to turn the corner, and the pursuit got to him right there. But Hessler made a nice pitch on the option.
Zach Magalai chased him down, too.
Don, I think this might be it. If they don't get a drive here and you give the ball back to Wheat Ridge, I think then he will just pound it and take a lot of time off the clock.
Run at least 6 minutes off the clock and more or less put this one in the history book. 3rd down and a long 9. Hessler, the quarterback, been there all night. Only a junior. Here comes the pressure, and he has to get rid of it. I mean, he was just smacked by the guy coming on the outside. I don't know if that was a blitzing safety or what.
I think the corner just came, or the linebacker, the outside linebacker came right there. Let's take a look at it right here. But, boy, he's getting pressure. Number 45, Eric Johnson. Boy, and he's coming.
10 minutes left in this contest, and they're going to have to punt this football away. You brought it up already, Sam, that this could be the ball game. Jason Hessler back to kick.
New kicker.
No, a new kicker, Kirk Lampert. The field goal kicker is now going to punt this one. Boy, he had to wait for that ball to come down, and he got a weak punt. I mean, it went high, but it wasn't going anywhere. Young man should have touched the football. He's going to be marked down at the 43-yard line.
Well, I tell you, the kicker kicked it flat-footed. He just didn't come off his other foot, and he just did it all with his right leg, and he just didn't get the follow-through to get it to that spiral and get it to turn over and go a little farther. I tell you what, they're liable to score again. This is excellent field position.
Magnificent.
So he could do whatever he wants with his offense right here with, you got 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Magalai and crew out on the field. Robust, double-tight, full-house offense. You hear the coaches yelling and screaming down there, making sure everybody's on the same page. Give it to the big fullback. Wolf has it. No, excuse me, he does not have it. Jason Gallimore is off to the races. What can you say? Touchdown.
Let's get ready for these guys to do the first.
Justin the first time, Jason this time.
Let's go around this way. Oh, no, never mind.
The Gallimore boys are scoring touchdowns.
58-yard touchdown.
Look at it right here. Just reverse, just fake to the fullback, then give it to Gallimore. He makes a nice spin move. He gets hit in there by Williams, and boy, he gets past a couple guys, and he's off to the races. Good speed.
The Gallimore twins, and when you say twins, 5'10", 175 sophomores, both of them. That's identical. Boom. Bring it together, and they both now have a touchdown. 121 yards, 158.
They're going for two right here.
40-7 the score. Magalai back, looks for the pass, finds him. Two-point conversion, good. Jason Gallimore on the reception. Give him all 8 points.
That's a robust pass. You just fake to the fullback and just put the tight end in the corner and put the running back out in the flat. That's called a pass left, a robust pass left. They do a nice job and get it out. And here we go. We got the male cheerleaders out here.
The crazies are out.
And getting their push-ups. And they're stealing the show from the cheerleaders now. And see, and the cheerleaders have the camera on them, and here they are. They're doing it.
Well, see, now, if they were real men, they would have done all 42. There's 42 up there. Come on, guys.
That's right. Bring them back.
8.
42.
You and I could do 8. I couldn't do 42, but 8. 9.5 minutes left in the game, Sam. 42-7. You see Tom Ritter on the screen. At this point, what do you say? I mean, you really can't say.
Well, you just want to just get a good drive, do a couple good things. You know, you either leave the first group in and try to get a score. If not, you play some younger people.
Brom going to kick it away. Teeter and Swan back to receive. It's going to come down. Swan has it. Tries to find an opening, and he gets it. Spins around. Takes it down to the 27-yard line. Wheat Ridge, excellent pursuit.
These teams have great collisions on the kickoffs. They cover, and they're physical on the kickoff. It's probably the kids that don't play a lot, so when they get that opportunity, they're going to do the most with it.
And here we go. Watch Swan bring it back.
Here he is. Look
the
at
hits.
Swan.
Guy's flying everywhere.
Wheat Ridge makes nice, good hits and brings him down.
Wrap it up. That kind of football. This is just straight, hard-nosed Penn State kind of football, you know?
Well, that's what Eddie wants to do with the robust, and you develop a toughness, you develop a tradition. Wheat Ridge has great football, basketball tradition and winning state championships, and Red Coates was the head coach there years ago, won 2 state champions. Freddie Steinmark, who played and went to Texas. Great tradition.
Outstanding tradition is right. Hessler keeps it. Takes it to the outside, and then he has one of those errant pitches. This time it works, though. Brings it out to the 30. Pick up a 5. You hear Eddie Stevens screaming, outside in.
Well, he wants him to cover the option there, and that's what he wanted to happen. And watch Hessler right here. He fakes right in here, and then he comes here with the option. And watch him get people on him. He makes the forward pitch. He makes a forward pitch, and he gets up, and Nathan Reed, number 35, handles the football.
Running strong, Nathan Reed. Damon Chambers, I don't know. I haven't seen him back in. fullback that runs the ball quite a bit. So that's exactly what's going on. Nathan Reed has moved over to that fullback slot. 8 minutes left in the game. 42-7. Everything coming up Farmers. And it's straight back, and here we go. Nice little burst of speed. That's number 32 running the football. Brent Cassidy.
Cassidy had some quickness. He got right up there. He's taking Chambers' place at the fullback position, and that's what they like to run, triple option, and Cassidy makes a good run.
Cassidy had a little extra burst. Young man has fresh legs. 42-yard line. 1st and 10. How big would a touchdown be for these guys?
Well, they need one. Need one bad.
Let's see what they can do. Just go out with that alley-oop pass, and now you get the pass interference. You can't hold him up at the line.
Well, but you know, you're playing cover 2. You can jam him right there. Maybe he was holding him, but that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to jam him, but as soon as the ball's in the air, the official sees that, he makes the call. So I don't know what you do. You teach him to jam him at the line of scrimmage because you're playing cover 2, and I think that's legal. Well, then when the ball went in the air, he can't be jamming him.
Well, these guys want semi-jams. They don't want that full-force jam, Sam.
Well, they got big yardage right there, and now they got better field position.
They move it across the 50, down to the 42, and we have to see if they can punch it in from here. Watch, look at that entire group of coaches over there, everybody with their headsets on, including Tom Ritter, trying to figure out what they need to do offensively. They have driven the ball between the 20s. They just can't pound anything in. Wheat Ridge jump. Well, you just saw Wheat Ridge may not have jumped.
I thought the left guard also moved.
Nathan Reed just hit the ground, kind of gives away. No, they call it on the defense. But Reed hit the ground as if one of the Bulldogs did it. 7:38 and counting.
It's a good drive. 2 penalties. They're moving the football.
20 yards, just boom, boom.
You need some help once in a while.
Good-looking crowd, as we said earlier. There's a lot of tradition at Jeffco Stadium. I don't care what you say about Wheat Ridge, but this whole stadium just
it's a good facility, and it's fun to play here.
Like to see him put some turf down so they won't tear this up. Wheat Ridge jumped again, evidently not far enough. Once again, Cassidy runs hard into the hole, gets enough for the first down to the 29-yard line.
That's triple option. He's reading it. He puts the ball in Cassidy's stomach. Hessler takes a look at what the tackle's doing, and then he just lets it ride and gives them. So doing a good read right there.
Unofficial's timeout. Somebody hurt on the Wheat Ridge side of the field. Trying to get a number for you. It's all scrunched up in front of him. It's a big guy, whoever he is. Looks like Brian Stevens, number 53. No, 53's already out of the game, sitting down. Somebody else hurt this time. That's 59. That's Jason DiGiacomo. Once again, going back to Cassidy. Cassidy picks up another 3.
Their timing wasn't real good, so that's Cassidy, who doesn't get a lot of reps in practice, usually with Chambers. And you saw they just had a little mix-up. They didn't have a good mesh, but then he saw the read, so he gave him the ball and let him go. But their timing wasn't real good.
Have to be pleased with the way this Cassidy is running.
Well, he's come in, done a nice job, and that's what you want. You want people to step forward when you have an injury. They don't get many reps in practice, but you want them to be ready when it's time.
Well, Sam, we're inside the 7-minute mark. Good look at the Brighton side of the field. Good-looking crowd as well. 2nd and 7, 39-yard line. Coming with the option. He flipped it out. That was just a crazy flip. Taking it inside, down to the 9-yard line.
Good shot taken by
Jeff Teeter. And there was a whistle in that camera.
Oh, that whistle was right in that camera.
That was better than an alarm clock.
Well, that'll wake you up.
That was so loud it cleared your sinuses.
Watch Teeter. What a good athlete. Remember him from last year. Watch the quickness. Watch him get around the corner. And he just outruns those Farmers. Look at him go. Look at him come down. But good angles of pursuit right there. Boy, and they bring Teeter down.
Nice pursuit is right. On the outside, Chad Dixon was the first one to run him down. Did you see how quick he flipped it back? There's a timeout on the field, but Teeter, he never even expected that ball to come in so fast. Look at this. Wholesale changes. The coach is bringing in 11 new players. Running out there himself, Ed Stevens. If you'd like to purchase your very own copy of tonight's contest, go ahead and call Jones Intercable, 465-2364. Professionally produced by Debbie and Company over there at Jones Intercable. 465-2364. Own a copy of this game tonight.
I tell you, that's good that he took the first defense out and he's playing some other people and put him in a position. Usually coaches won't do this because you don't want him to score, you know, but he put his second unit in there and let them play defense and put him in a situation where they have to play well.
Well, we can go ahead and throw our setup aside now. There isn't any of these guys on the football field right now. 11 guys on my lineup, and they are all sitting on the sideline taking a breather because they know they're playing next week.
Well, you better get that roster out and start spotting.
Keep them healthy. First down and goal from the 8-yard line, and they're going for the pass. Timing pattern into the corner. Man's out there. He catches it. Touchdown. I thought he was going to run out of real estate. Who caught that ball? There he is. Del Tor. Number 5, Del Tor. Hessler just put it on the mark, and there wasn't but an extra strand of grass between him and the out-of-bounds marker.
Well, he put it right on the money. Good timing, and Hessler did a nice job.
And we have a 42-13 ball game, and listen to the Brighton crowd, the band of playing. You like it. You like it, the way they come out and support this football field and team.
We're going to call a timeout to talk over about a 2-point play and see what they want.
Eddie Stevens running back out there talking to this young second unit on defense. 6.5 minutes left in the game. That was a big score by Brighton. They needed that just to kind of lift them up a little bit. Tom Ritter now running out to the help, taking his time.
Well, what this does, it builds for next year, and it just is, you want to do well so it could carry over to when you start up in August.
Question for you.
Yes, sir.
How long has that pasta sauce been cooking?
I put it on this morning. It's cooking all day and all night.
You have some extra noodles?
It'll be ready tomorrow.
We're all coming over, buddy.
You'll have to come up to Boulder. And
Debbie and the crew, we're all just going to kind of pack it up in that truck and come. We're coming tonight. What do you mean tomorrow?
Probably have some rigatonis and...
Oh, Chimama. Sounds good to me. First down, right down here, going for it was a first and goal from the 8-yard line. A nice fade pattern from Hessler as he hits Del Tor. Tor is an excellent receiver.
He is, does a nice job.
I mean, he has broken on a couple of them tonight. He could have a couple more catches.
Our first time with Brighton this year, I thought they threw the ball a little bit more. For some reason, I thought with the Hessler they would throw more.
Going for the 2. Hessler's back, blindside coverage, he overthrows the man. He was level.
Well, that's a crossing pattern. They brought the tight end all the way underneath, and Hessler just in a hurry and threw it over his head.
Jake Coryell coming in there, looked like Air Coryell for a moment as he left his feet and just caught up to the quarterback. 42-13 the score. 6.5 minutes left in this game.
Well, I tell you, he was getting pressured, and that's why Hessler might have hustled the ball, because he was getting a little backside pressure.
Watch his receiver. He has the receiver alone breaking across the
He's right here. All 3 backs come. Look at the backside, though.
Coryell.
He's got pressure coming, and then he just arms it. He just arms it a little bit and runs into someone right there.
All by himself. You have your wide open receiver.
Well, let's get ready. Get the hands team in. We've got to get the hands team in.
State Farm, the good hands people.
Here comes the onside kick.
Big young man just came out of the game. Hurts, number 59, Jason DiGiacomo. He's finished for the night. Looking for that onside kick. Sam called it.
Get back, Joe! Now we're okay. Guys, get back!
You have 10 guys all the way up front.
Number 1, baby! That's good.
They're going to kick it away.
Kicking it away. They feel they're playing good defense, huh?
Yes, so. Catching the ball deep is Paul Kress. He brings out to the 25-yard line.
Kids are having fun. That's what's important right now. Let people play and have some fun. Get the underclassmen in there, but their starters are underclassmen.
Sure they are. You have a lot of sophomores on this team. On both sides of the field, you have a lot of sophomores. But now you have a situation, 42-13, 6 minutes left in the game. The Brighton Bulldogs are playing for tomorrow. And when I say tomorrow, I mean next year. When you talk about the Wheat Ridge Farmers, they're playing for next week because they have a big, big game at hand. A couple of undefeated teams will go at it, Wheat Ridge and Sierra. Triple option, they give it on the inside, quick dive.
That game will be the biggest game in Wheat Ridge's history now, in modern time, to get to the state finals. They got to get by this game. That's the biggest game to get to the finals.
With all that tradition.
Well, I mean,
so
they've had a lot of it. With Eddie Stevens' career, this is going to leap him to get to the final game. I mean, he's got the semifinals also, but this is a big opponent.
And what's amazing, he loses Tom Wolf, a big loss, of course, his fullback.
Paul Kress, the left tight end, and Anthony Lombardi, his right tight end. That is it on this offense as far as the skill people. They're all coming back.
It's got a lot of people.
Sophomore quarterback, 2 sophomores at halfback. You have a sophomore right halfback. Chad Dixon's only a sophomore.
Watch him run the little power play off tackle right here. Does a nice job. Good hole.
Eric
The
Underwood.
second unit. Underwood, he's doing a good job. I tell you, the second unit moving the football.
Yes, they are. 3rd down and 4. 32-yard line is where that ball is resting comfortably. Just inside the 5-minute mark. Too much fun out here. This has been a magnificent season. When's the last time you've had this many good games back to back to back?
Well, I thought
we haven't had a season
those Jefferson
like this.
County games that we were doing just back to back with Chatfield, Bear Creek, Arvada West.
And we get another one next week.
We'll have those 2 teams. I think those 2 teams have given us a lot of excitement.
And look at all the different teams we have seen this year. We have been all around the state here.
Well, at first we were doing a lot of Broomfield games. It was like them. Now we're doing second part of Jefferson County down here, and it's been good. Real
It really
exciting.
has.
Especially, it's so important now in the playoffs.
Excellent schedule. Keeping the ball. No, he handed that ball off. Chris Lucas really is faking well. I mean, he's selling everybody, including me, when he takes that ball down the side.
Well, I told you to focus in there.
I've been focused for a long time, Sam. But this one, with 4 minutes left, 42-13, you're going to have to carry me. Put me on your shoulders and take me the rest of the way.
Well, you got to start picking the player of the game so I can go down and talk to him in about 4 minutes.
Boy, that's a tough one to pick.
Yeah, you can do it.
You have the Gallimore boys. You have Wolf with a couple of touchdowns. Magalai, a couple touchdowns. And here we go. Lucas keeps it. He's off to the races. Down the sideline. Cuts back. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds. 33-yard line. Lucas with a big run. This is the second unit.
Look at that, another 10th grader. Isn't that unbelievable? What great quickness, and could he go down the sideline? I tell you, Eddie's loaded. He's got a good club. Look at him right here on a little counter play. Lucas comes down. He wanted to throw it. He had people downfield. He didn't like it. The ball's tucked away. Watch the quickness. Boy, he outruns people, and Lucas is an excellent ball carrier. Also plays good in the secondary.
He never stepped out of bounds.
I don't think he stepped out.
He never stepped out of bounds.
This guy's way behind the play.
He was a foot to the inside. Straight up the middle.
Well, we've made a few mistakes up here.
Have we?
So, yeah, I think so. So we'll let the officials have their...
Sell one out here. Carrying the football, Jason Wolf. Must be the brother of Tom Wolf.
A lot of brother combinations.
There really are a lot of brother combinations on the Wheat Ridge team. Did you just wake Allison up?
Yeah, I just gave her a kick, get her up.
Bouncing around the booth up here, trying to keep things going in the right direction. 3 minutes left in the contest. 42-13. Ball's down on the ground. Brighton has it. Brighton comes away with it. And they don't even contest it. This ball goes over. Brighton's offense comes on the field. Send that second unit defense back out here.
Well, let's see. Hessler's going to throw the ball quite a bit right here and try to get another score.
Well, he has exactly 3 minutes to do something with it. Last time they threw that fade pattern into the left side of the end zone, and as I said then, just a little bit of turf left before Torr ran out of bounds. As he catches it, gets both feet down. Lost their main running back, Damon Chambers, early on in the third quarter. Hessler tries going with the option, flips it out. Teeter with the football. Teeter off to the races again. Picks up 9.
That time they ran a little freeze option. What a freeze option is, he steps back to freeze the linebackers. He doesn't go right down the line. He just steps back, you freeze the linebackers, and then he takes off. And Hessler, they have all kind of options in their package right here, and that's the first time they've ran that tonight.
Underwood with the tackle.
And here I thought Hessler would come out throwing, and here they're running their basic option.
2nd and 2, I formation set. Hessler in the quarterback. This time he's going to roll out to the right side. Here comes the pressure. Gets a nice block. Finds his man. Breaking down the sideline. 35-yard line. Catching the football is Reed.
tight end, you drag, you got a little bootleg, you fake counter one way, and you bring your under people. Great play, great tie. Everybody has to have this in your package. A little bootleg, a little waggle, they call it.
That was nice.
And you bring the tight end under, and Hessler's good. He wanted to go deep. Then he decided to go to Reed right there, and Nathan Reed makes a good catch and gives the Bulldogs better field position.
Well, he had Reed, Stricklet, and Horiuchi all in the same neighborhood. All three receivers. Minute and 38 and counting in this ball game. Sam going to be heading down here in a moment. Here's that fade pattern again. Going out for it. No! Unable to come away with it. Diving for the ball is Del Toro. Well, Sam, it's about that time. Who's going to get the player of the game award tonight? I'll throw a couple of names at you, and you just decide.
I don't.
Magalai.
You decide.
Gallimore, either one of them, and Tom Wolf, and you make that
last
decision.
week, our director made the pick, so maybe we'll have her help us out, huh?
We're going with a sophomore. Zach Magalai, 52-yard touchdown, a 1-yard touchdown, and then he threw 2 passes that worked.
That's who I was going to pick.
Zach Magalai is the player of the game. Sam will be meeting with him momentarily. Hessler to the outside, gets enough for the first down, steps out of bounds at the 20. Minute 22 and counting.
What I like about Brighton, they're competing. They're getting their money's worth. They're going to take this all the way to the end, Don, and they're going to play. I'll tell you that.
Sure they are. There's no quit in this team. I tell you, they're like Nebraska. These guys, they don't know what quit is. Zach Magalai will be the player of the game.
Tom Ritter's built a good program here, and only in his second year, and you get him in the playoffs, and he's in a good league with the Skyline League, playing Bloomfield, Centaurus, Adams City, and Ranham, and people like that. He's done well.
Tough league out there. There's no doubt about it. First down and 10, 21-yard line. Someone comes running in. Here comes Horiuchi. Minute 22 left in this lane. He's going to send it back out, finds his man, pitches it back, hook and lateral. Who caught the ball? He stayed in bounds. Running back off the hook and lateral, they pitch it back to Teeter. I think Del Toro caught the football.
They have everything. They were going to try anything to get the score. Watch right here, Hessler. Watch the little pitch. Now here comes Teeter coming around the outside. Now just flip it back.
Toro catches it, flips it back, he gets a little block.
You call it hook and ladder, I call it the flea flicker. Everybody's got different names.
They do. You say potato, I say potato. Come on, it all comes out the same way in the end.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm ready to go down on the field.
You're leaving me.
I need to get away from you and get some fresh air. I think it's
Excuse the heck out of me. Minute 12 seconds left. I spent all these weeks, 5 years as a matter of fact, in the booth with this man, and now he says, I'm stinking the place up. Can you believe it? Well, Sam on his way down to the field. He's going to be meeting here momentarily with the player of the game, Zach Magalai, the quarterback, only a sophomore, a 52-yard scamper in the first quarter for a touchdown. Then he came back with a 1-yard run on the quarterback keeper. Also threw a couple. Young man has a very well-rounded game, and he's coming back for a couple of years. Best thing you can say about a sophomore quarterback, he's going to be a junior quarterback next year. And Eddie Stevens, I guarantee you, is smiling big knowing that. See what's going on. Brighton Bulldogs, no quit, as Sam told you. And here they go. Minute 12. First down and goal from the 10-yard line. What can they do with it? Hessler stays in at quarterback. Yeah, Brent Cassidy as the fullback. Jeff Teeter is the tailback. They're going to fake it to him, roll out to the right side. Here comes the defensive pressure. Hessler keeps it, throws it into the end zone. Knocked away. Beautiful defensive play. Eric Underwood has come off the bench and done a magnificent job as a defensive back. Eric Underwood, and once again, you saw it. Underwood, only a sophomore. What is it about the sophomores for Wheat Ridge? Let's watch Hessler. He's going to fake it to Teeter, rolls it out on the bootleg. It's a naked bootleg. Nobody out there with him. Here comes the defensive pressure. It looks like he's going to run. He brings everybody up. Underwood's going to come out of nowhere, swat the ball away because the intended receiver was by himself in the back of the end zone. Nice defensive play. Minute 5 seconds left in this contest. 42-13. The JTV Channel 3 High School Game of the Week. Hessler once again looking. Passes. It's a duck. Up in the air. Going to be intercepted. Coming back with it. Looks like number 51. We'll have to get you a name. That's Zach Hackett coming away. Second defense in this game. And a lot of yelling and screaming going on underneath there as Teeter tackles him at the 6-yard line. 55 seconds and counting. And this Wheat Ridge Farmer team, now you know why. They are 10-0. Sam already down on the field talking to a few of the players for Wheat Ridge. What a ball game. What a ball game. It's hard to say who's going to win between Sierra and Wheat Ridge. I haven't seen Sierra play, but this Wheat Ridge team will be very, very difficult to beat. 36 seconds and counting. They're just going to kind of run a quick shot up the middle and let this clock run on down. 30 seconds and counting. What time do they have in them? They know that they have a big game next week. Sierra and Wheat Ridge both undefeated at 11-0. This defense gives up 11 points a game on average. They gave up 13 today. But once again, the second touchdown came off of the second unit. And there's a great coaching staff led over there by Tom Ritter. There he is on your screen. This coaching staff has put together a team that finished 7-3. Last year, they were out of contention. That's going to do it for this contest. The final score, 42-13. When we come back, Sam will be on the field with the player of the game, Zach Magalai, right here, the JTV Channel 3 Game of the Week.
Hey, way to go.
Thanks for calling Blackjack Pizza. We're on our way. When you want a pizza delivered, you've got plenty of choices. So why choose Blackjack Pizza? It's simple. We have the best pizza at the best prices around. You make the call. Blackjack Pizza. No gimmicks, just great pizza. Blackjack Pizza, can I take your order, please?
Call the Blackjack Pizza location nearest you, and we'll deliver a large one-topping pizza, piping hot to your door for only $5.99. Call Blackjack now.
The Player of the Game interview is brought to you by Blackjack Pizza in Littleton. Call 978-0600.
And welcome back. The final score, once again, 42-13. The Wheat Ridge Farmers, well, they had a magnificent ball game, and one reason why, the player of the game, let's watch him. Number 1, Zach Magalai, keeps the football, follows his tailback right on into the hole. Touchdown. His second one of the night, the first one 52 yards out. And here he is, the Blackjack player of the game with Sam Pagano.
I have Sal Magley, player of the game for Wheat Ridge High School. He did an outstanding job at quarterback tonight. You seem to be real comfortable, only in your third ball game of playing quarterback for Wheat Ridge.
Yeah, I felt very comfortable because I feel that we have one of the greatest lines, if not the greatest line in Colorado today. And I feel really comfortable standing back there with my running backs and the line that I have up front. So it kind of takes the pressure off of being a third game starter when I came in after Rob's injury, so I feel very comfortable with my line and my backs.
Well, congratulations. You did a great job. Now, how about next week, the big game with Sierra? They're number 1, you're number 1, 2 outstanding teams going to meet.
Yeah, I think it's going to be definitely the greatest game of coaches' history, because not only is this a playoff game, it's number 1 versus number 2, and we haven't been looking up for it this week. We just wanted to get past Brighton, and we've been taking this year game by game, and instead of looking to the future to games like this, we take it game by game. So this week's going to be a tough week, and I think we should come out on top. Hopefully we're going to have a really good game, and it's going to be whoever has the better plays and execution.
Well, you've done a great job all year. You got that winning streak going, and congratulations to Coach Eddie Stevens, the Wheat Ridge Farmers, and we'll be right back, Don and I, to wrap up the ball game.
You drive, you get hit. Dent, stings, fender bender, rear end, or whatever.